Rise ye ashen, tarnished, chosen undead, and welcome Souls fans, new and loyal, to the next installment of your Dark Souls 3 Platinum, all achievements, easy to follow, guide. And here we are, Farron Keep. We've already done our first leg of the wonderful poison swamp that is. We're now going to carry on, and this time we're going to start doing objective. So back out and to the left. Blom, blom, blom. And blom, blom, blom. And we're going to island hop over to the fire. And this time we're going to take the steps. Now be careful here. You want to make sure that you're only 1v1ing these. So use your bow. Excuse me. Thank you. Use your bow to make sure that you're luring only one aggro at a time. Now, the guru weapons all attack with poison. So even if you block with your shield, you're going to take a little bit of residual poison build-up. But equally, with enough fire attacks, you can also get some stagger on them as well. Once you've taken them out, come over to the altar and extinguish flame number 1. Cutscene I've skipped for brevity of the video. Come up here, cross over for the rotten pine resins. Then want to come back and you want to take this path downwards. And the next section here, you can kind of see with the cocky stance, this I class as a monster guru. Now, the key thing to be careful of is the jump and grab attacks. So the grab attack there is a grab. Jump attack is an annoying stagger series that you can do. So just be mindful, if he jumps up, try and roll away. If he lunges forward, be prepared for the grab and make sure you roll back to avoid getting grabbed. Come down and somewhere. Where is he? Huh. Oh, unless it's from the next... Oh, it's from the next island, that's why. Yeah, there he is. So you can see some more of these more dog-like gru dregs. Shield up. Treat them like dogs basically, because that's kind of the enemy type that they mix into. That first one, if you don't defeat him once you come here for this Titanite, he can aggro to you and catch you by surprise. So that's why I like to bow him first. Back, move to the next island for another Titanite shard. And we're going to go up the stairs. Be ready for this dreg. Grab purple moss clump. Come over here and extinguish flame number 2. Over here, and what we want to make sure we do is this one in the middle that's standing up. This is a spellcaster and he casts Toxic Mist. Toxic Mist? Mix, beep, beep, beep. I'm going to dance around, there we go. And here it is, Toxic Mist. I can't remember if it's poison or toxic, to be honest. But either way, oh, will you stop it? Okay, just go for the body shots, Drew. Come on, you're being silly now. Quad shot. Through the legs. Very much looking forward to later when we can just one-shot these guys when we do their farm. But as you can see, I'm just pyroing my way to victory. Now, do pick up from them, as the drops here are potentially going to be your Wolf's Blood Swordgrass Covenant item. So do pick up from them, as you have a chance of getting that. Now that Titanite shard I am going to drop, because I don't want to have an extra Titanite shard that you don't have access to. Also, the Gru Rotten weapons aren't bad weapons as far as they're concerned. I actually use the Rotten Dagger to make a Chaos Fire Rotten Gru Dagger, which we'll use for latter parts of the game. At the bonfire, have a rest, and carry on onward. Top of the bridge, 2 Gru dogs to the left. Come on. And you can see in the distance there where we're going to be heading to. Oh, why can't you just use the path like a normal enemy? Right. Where's my plunge attack, Dark Souls? How rude. Didn't give me a plunge attack. So there's number 1. There is number 2. So we definitely want to deal with these first, as there he is in the distance, a giant crab. Two dregs. We're now going to take off Pyro and the bow, and we're going to put on the Brigand Twin Daggers for mobility. Two-hand, and we're going to follow this right path. You'll notice soon we're going to get into the deep. There we go, now we're in the deep. We're just going to bat roll and hop our way to the tree. Keep the tree between you and the crab, and we're just going to let our giant friend deal with the crab. Grab the soul and the name of the soldier if you're on this side of the tree. He actually got me with that. Whoop. There we go. And when the crab dies, he auto drops ring number 21 of 107, the Lingering Dragoncrest ring. Grab the Crown of Dusk and the young white branches. Grab Ember, Gold Pine Bundle, and the large soul item. Now stick to the wall so that the wall is now on your right. And we're going to hop our way still in the deep. There we go. To this corner. I'm going to top up my magic. Magic. Gonna put up my pyro glove. And there's 3 of these dregs in total. So we just want to make sure we're fighting them one by one. And yeah, they killed all the mushroom dudes. And we're going to grab the Sage's Scroll. So that's our first scroll that we're going to give to Orbeck, which will increase the sorceries that we'll be getting from him towards the end of our first run. Put back the twin daggers. Have a heal. And head back. Here we are. And here you'll see we've got a lovely tower of slugs. No, we'll be fine. We'll just, as always, be mindful when there's a lot of enemies. So I'm just going to try and divide them a little bit, rather than just go in and deal with them all at the same time. Once you've dispatched them, grab the undead bone shard. And then once you've picked up the undead bone shard, come over here and you'll see 3 more slugs at the foot of the ladder. Climb the ladder. Don't worry about that item, we'll grab that later. Don't worry too much about healing, we're about to hit another bonfire. But first, we're going to come up these steps and get ready for a crystal lizard. Make sure to come to the outside edge there, so all I did was make sure, because if I came at it from here, it's going to run all the way down there and then we're in trouble. Come to the outside edge and then you can trap it against the wall. Beat him for a twinkling and then illusionary wall here for the Dreamcatcher's ashes. Drop down. Bonfire. Quick hop to Firelink. Okay. Head over.
Just wasn't it?
Let's upgrade our Estus flask. Should only have the 1. Give the Sage's coal to Andre.
I suppose you ought. Pretty be careful.
Head over to the Handmaiden. give the Dreamcatcher's ashes and make sure we tell her where we found them. That is very important.
Where did that happen?
Tell her where you found the ash.
Oh, yes,
Very
I'm
important.
feeling it must come Woodstown.
Purchase, unless you already have the 6 you need. Now, interesting, I have 6. I thought I dropped the extra one. Okay, in my notes I have it that there is a chance you only have 5 Titanites here. So what I think happened is, in one of my runs, I didn't pick up one of the Titanites. I am going to stick with my notes though, just in case. So, you need 6. We're going to purchase 1 Titanite shard in case you have 5. If you have 6, you do not need to purchase it. I am purchasing it because that is money that I shouldn't have in case something went wrong. Once you've done that, we're going to quit and reload. And you'll notice in a moment I'm looking at these steps for a reason. Because we told the maiden where the ashes came from, SIRRIS will reappear back on the steps at Firelink Shrine. There she is. Talk to her, and we're going to get a gesture.
Hello again. I have since heard, for one, I too, I hear, if I blessing.
There we are. Gesture 21 of 33, the DARKMOON loyalty.
If you should blessing.
She should just repeat herself from there. And then over to Andre.
Just wasn't it?
Reinforce. Fire longsword. And we're actually going to increase it again to get it to +4. There we are. Fire longsword +4.
Pretty be careful, I don't.
Over to our firekeeper.
Well, you must be very well. Then take.
Let's get vigor up to 29. I think you can see where we're heading with that. Getting that up to 30. Just survivability is the main way that this game is going to be kept easy. At the bonfire, burn undead bone shard. And I mentioned it early on, just the advantage of infusing your weapon with fire so that it doesn't scale with your stats, only with the level of the weapon, just takes all that pressure off. We're not having to dump any of these stats into strength or dex. And yes, technically we could have ultimately a higher damage output, but the trade-off is we don't have this ridiculous amount of health. And as you've seen, like the patches fight, I completely screwed it up, but I was able to deal with that because we have this extra health to work with. We're going to travel back to the Old Wolf of Farron bonfire. And pretty much straight away we're now going to get another gesture and a covenant. Head over to the wolf and pray to the Old Wolf of Farron. There's gesture 22 of 33, Legion Etiquette. And we're going to ask to join the covenant. Join covenant, yes. And there's trophy number 12 of 43, Covenant Watchdogs of Farron. That'll do for now. Replace your poison ring back to the Great Swamp ring. We want our pyromancies doing as much as possible. Put the pyroglove back on instead of the twin daggers and take the lift up. Now, another blast from the past, from Dark Souls 1. who remembers the good old stray demons? Because they're back. Well, this one is. Key thing to be mindful of here is that gap to the far right in the direction I'm facing, just past the item, that gap there, he can throw you off that gap. Kind of gives me early Taurus demon vibes. Now, the weakness of this enemy is the legs. You can actually fully destroy the legs of this stray demon. So, my best recommendation, keep an eye on what's going on, as difficult as that can sometimes be. You remember that move, don't you? Uh-oh, no. Spam the buttons if he grabs you. You do drop quicker. This has been myth busted as a valid there we go, one leg down. 2 legs down. Ow. There we go. Soul of a stray demon is required. Grab the great axe and 2 embers. And then carry on to this far corner where we can drop down. 2, and the third one includes damage. Now, if you're extra careful, you can get both of these crystal lizards. So I'm trying to drive this one into this wall. No, stop it. Which means I am now close enough, or I was far away enough that I can cross over and get this other crystal lizard. So there's some nice titanite shards, and miracle number 3 of 35, the lightning spear. Miracle sat here waiting, along with the Dragoncrest shield. So, the third crystal lizard here, unfortunately, we're prioritizing it over the Screamer. In fact, no, I'm not. Nope. No, it's still, I think it's still got... Oh no, the Scream didn't get off because this guy's not up. There we go. And just dispatching the hollows. Now, that crystal lizard that I left go drops a heavy gem. However, we should already have heavy gems, so don't worry, that crystal lizard, it's not the end of the world. I'd rather dispatch the Screamer, because if he does scream, all of those hollow soldiers are all going to aggro at the exact same time, and then it becomes a bit of an annoyance. So, drop down, drop down, drop down. Head on over, and we're going to take the lift back down. Let's Let's put back the poison bite ring and replace the pyro glove with the bow and arrow. Oh, nearly forgot. I'm going to rest at the bonfire. Get my health back, might as well. And this is slightly annoying to me, so we're going to take this down, and those slugs have the advantage on us. Although we're going to do a minor amount, look, yeah, you pretty much can't avoid getting, I mean, it's only minor, but you can't avoid getting hit by them, and that's, it irks me. Right, pop the slugs. Stick to this right wall for a wolf's blood swordgrass. That is a covenant item. We're going to need 30 of those in total. So, very important. From the swords grass, come up for a sunlight talisman and an Estus soup. But before we drink that, we might as well take advantage of the fact that it's going to be a free heal, just in case anything goes wrong. We're going to lure. Try again, a bit higher this time. There we go. Come on, you're so close. There's the other one. There we go. Now we're going to drink our rest of soup. Now that we've dispatched those so that we don't have to worry about them later, come back to the ladder. You're now going to come over to this island which has a slug on it. Dispatch the slug. Catch up on my notes. You're then going to have these 3 slugs in the middle between you and the next island. And you'll notice we are fat rolling in between these islands, as we're now in the depths of the poison swamp. Come here for a titanite shard. And and you'll see in the distance our next horrific threat. This horrible giant tree demon thing. No better way of putting it. Try, and try is a strong word here. As you can see, it summons these skull things. I was going to say try to get the fire to do some damage to it, because that can happen. But yeah, the main thing is you've just got to play defense. You've just got to avoid getting hit by the big tree slam, and then try not to get hit by all of the red skull things, as you saw there, they do a lot of damage. And if you get hit by the tree thing and all the skull things, that's probably 3/4 of your health gone. And then if it hits you again while you're getting staggered by the red things, that's death. So that's no fun. Right. There's 3 more slugs over by this tree. Over to the next island. Get my twin daggers. Grab the Nameless Knight set. Not a terrible set. Right. Don't worry if you get invaded. Should not reach you from where we are as he appears on the other side. We are going to defeat him because we need to. But all we're going to do is we're just going to hightail it to these steps over here. Right. Stick to Nameless set. Herschel invade. Grab the items and extinguish. Just making sure I didn't miss anything else, as the swamps is an area that I don't want to be backtracking in. And I don't want to lead you astray either. Now that we've extinguished the third and final flame, grab the homeward bone and to the right here is a rusted gold coin. And at this point, Yellowfinger should be around. There you go. Almost as if I knew what I was talking about, which is not always the case, so I'm... Oh wow, use Mimic. Oh yeah, I don't have my parry glove on. No, no, no. Behave, Herschel. Excuse me? Alright, you and your pickaxe. There we go. That's all I was waiting for, was just the opportunity where he did something stupid and I had enough aggro to keep spamming. Right, up we go, and this is one of those monster enemies that does the grab and the jump. Nope, yeah. I don't know if you can actually get a backstab or not. Do not get grabbed. What did I just say? Please don't kill me, please don't kill me! Oh, I might be dead, I might be dead. I don't want to die. That's what I should have done the first time. I shouldn't have rolled away. You were only one hit. Oh, that was close. Onward we go. Ah, I'm so glad we're nearly done with this area. However, there is one last testament to go. Oh, put the bow back on. I'm afraid it is time for Basilisks. Sadly, cursed Basilisks exist in every Dark Souls. They are a somewhat staple. Right, let's go through the ordering to make sure. Down steps, use bow to warn the Basilisks. 2 in front. There you are. Don't worry, he's gonna come to you. So for basilisks, there is no advice other than just be careful. I'm going to try and get to this platform here so I can maneuver. The fog that they spew is curse in true basilisk fashion, so you do not want to sit in that fog for any amount of time, as it sucks. Two in front. Switch the bow for the twin daggers. So I might as well take off the pyroflame now. We're going to come to this corner. Grab a large soul of a nameless soldier. Get my bow back. Uh-oh. Last thing I want is for two pockets of cloud. Thankfully I can sit here in the middle. There are a lot of basilisks. Head over to the next island. Can I see any of them from here? And the answer to that is a no. No, that kind of looked like one, but it's not. Okay, twin daggers, and I'm just going to take the gauntlets off. Right. There you go, and you can see that curse really rocking up once you're in that curse fog there. And it's also got some pretty good range on it. Grab the repair powders. And we're going to come up to this island here. Just making sure we're basilisk free for the moment. And our final objective is in this cave. Just make sure, as there could be a basilisk, you don't want to get cursed after all this effort. Grab the golden scroll, that's scroll number 2. And in the chest is the antiquated set. We're now going to Homeward Bone, back to the shrine bonfire. So the good news is, that is pretty much all of the poison swamp covered. Pyromancy Flame, Great Swamp Ring. And straight away, we're going to go now, travel, and we're now going to go to 5-4 ROSARIA'S bedchamber. So the key thing is we couldn't join this covenant as it gets in the way of SIRRIS's quest line, and we spoke to SIRRIS and we got that gesture. If we join this covenant, then that will not happen. So the ordering is very important. Okay. Grab the Thorns armor set. And now we can talk to Rosaria, Mother of Rebirth. Ask to join the Covenant. And say yes. Trophy number 13, Covenant Rosaria's Fingers. Offer a single pale tongue. Back out for now. And we will see a very familiar NPC, the guy, and he's always leaning. He likes to lean.
She will be pleased with me for finding error. But be warned, Rosaria's otherwise like yellow, but do not fall. Rosaria's thing, otherwise you are free to believe that, but do not fall. Rosaria's otherwise.
There we go. Now that he's repeating himself, we're going to quit and reload, and he should be gone. Ta-da! It's gone. Ta-da! Okay, and now we're ready to go back to Firelink. And you'll see now SIRRIS is on her feet stood. Now this is a very confused NPC now, because we have progressed her quest line, so we can continue to it, but we've also joined the Rosaria's Fingers, so she's also angry with us. So she's very confused. She's not going to fight us, but at the same time, she doesn't quite like us. But that's fine, because that ticks both boxes. And that's what I meant by the importance of ordering. Purchase, and we're going to buy the life ring. That's ring number 22 of 107.
Ashen one.
And over to our firekeeper.
Welcome her speak very well. Then take nourishment from these.
Level up vigor to 30 and faith to 11.
Farewell, Ashen one. May the
Now, for those of you either not familiar with the game, or if you've played the game and you've not done Yoel's questline, all I'm going to say is, how do you feel about 5 free levels? Sounds good? Absolutely it does. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to come over here and we're going to talk to Yoel.
This and I.
And we're going to draw out True Strength.
Shall we be bearer of the dark?
And here you go, a free level up. We're going to use it to get our faith up to 12.
Be safe. Shut.
So that's 1 free level, but what about the other 4? Well, what we're doing here is we are darkening our character, and we... where is it? There we are. No, that's the way the white circle is. Where is the dark sigil? Key items. So there we go, the dark sigil, and as it says there, accumulates curse. And what we're going to do is we're going to increase that, and as we increase that, we're going to gain levels with Yoel. 5 in total, so we've done 1. Come up here and we're going to die. Whee! We're going to live. Oh well. 2 OP. Yonk. Ah! Make sure to remember to collect your souls. And now it'll only take the one jump, as we've lost some of our max HP. You need to die twice. So you die so that you're no longer embered, and you die again. That is important. Actually, even if you weren't embered, you have to die twice after the dark sigil increases. Again, remember to collect your souls. In fact, actually, we're going to go back up there and die again in a minute, so that's fine. But if you look now, so dark sigil is currently 1. Wait a minute. We've died twice. We're coming back to Yoel, and now we can draw out again. Continue to increase faith. We're going to put all of these levels into faith.
Be safe.
Be safe, champion of Ash. Up we go. Grab missiles and doink. So yeah, one of the guides that I looked at after I completed it the first time, they thought that you had to scale the number of times you died. So they said 2 for the first, then they did 4, then they did 8, 16, and thankfully I found that 2 is all you need to do each time. And that was actually by luck. So I died the 2, then I did 4, and I was about to do the 8, and after 2, I was like, I'm just going to see what he says, and it works. So good for us. And you see there, Dark Sigil is now at 2. Well, that was after we drew out the strength, but we've died twice. Draw out 2 strength. Faith.
Be safe.
Be safe, champion of Ash. Two more deaths for a level, please. Yay! The worst part is when we do this in our subsequent playthroughs, you have to jump twice, like we did the first time when we were embered, so we had the extra health. I had to jump twice to die. We're going to have to do the same thing again, only every time. Thankfully, it's always twice. It's never a case where we have to do it 3 times. So at least there's that. Come back to Yoel.
I then
Draw out the strength. Faith to 15.
Be safe.
Be safe. One more. Oh, I've just remembered I need to talk to him. That was a close call. Nearly missed the gesture. Actually, it should be fine, but I'm gonna... Before we do the last draw out...
Oh, I...
Talk.
As I have said, alas, but perhaps I'm a little... We pelted though?
We need to get gesture number 23 of 33, the beckon gesture.
Be safe.
We want to do that before we finish drawing out our true strength. So yes, the option to draw out true strength was there. However, when you select it, it will say that you're not ready or something to that degree.
Oh, I would then shall bear.
Faith to 16, so there you go, 5 levels without using any souls. And there you
You
go.
have attained all will soon.
So now when you select draw out true strength, it will say we have attained
safe.
ample strength. And when he says that, we are going to quit the game. Now the downside of doing this is now, if you are happy with how your character looked, you will never be happy again, as your visage is darkened by the dark sigil. You become more hollow-esque yourself. So apologies if you spent ages on character creation. Yeah, these levels, and we need to do it anyway. But Yoel is dead! No way! However, who are you? YURIA is now here. Talk to YURIA,
I am your. Thanks to allow me.
and you'll get Gesture 24 of 33, the Dignified Bow. Now, what I was going to say before, what we're doing here actually leads to one of the endings of the game. However, we're not going to do that this time. We're actually going to do this as our second ending, but we're going to follow all of the steps still.
Another matter, that a lord art bearer of the dark. For the time thou remainst our lord, and I, of course. Till we meet, may the.
Now we're going to go collect our souls. Head over to the handmaid. Sell. We're going to sell 1 large soul of the Nameless for 3,000. And we're going to sell 5 large soul of Unknown Traveller. These are the thousands each. 5 of those for 5,000. And then 2 soul of Deserted Corpse for 200 each for 400 total.
Ashen one.
Head over back to YURIA.
Speak honorable.
And we're going to purchase from her the Londa Braille Divine Tome. That's only 50. And her 2 rings, her 2 unique rings. We've already got Ring of Sacrifice, but we're going to get the Untrue Dark Ring. That's ring number 23. And the Untrue White Ring, ring number 24. 24 out of 107. We're getting there.
Till we meet again, may the.
That'll do for now. Head over to Andre.
Just wasn't it?
Reinforce, and let's upgrade our Fire Longsword to +5.
Pretty big, I know.
And importantly, now is the time where we want to go to Orbeck, and you want to give him both scrolls.
Oh, you'll again. Let us be. Oh,
So give Sorcery Scroll, Sages,
oh my. And the undead leap. Thank you. I doubt it now.
and Golden.
It's removed. Not even what would.
And then talk
It
to
is
him.
folly to claim no matter, even as I don't mean an exchange in the form of scrolls. I hope you're not one. I don't mix in the form.
There you
I
go.
hope. Come again.
Make sure that he was repeating himself. And now we are able to progress. Travel. What am I doing? 4, 6 to the Keep Ruins. In my notes I put 5, 6, but it's clearly 4, 6. Okay. Since we've extinguished all the flames, we are ready to progress. However, we've got a couple of cheeky summons to do first to get some more gestures, but that's going to be in the next video. So the poison swamp is done. We're now moving on to head towards the boss, our first Lord of Cinder, the Abyss Watchers, and I can't wait to do that with you in the next episode. But first and foremost, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that the guide is helping you and you're finding it enjoyable enough to watch and follow along. Please do offer any suggestions, feedback. If you've got any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them for you. And please, I would really appreciate it if you could just drop a like, and if you're not already subscribed, to please subscribe. It really does mean the world to me. You all mean the world to me. So thank you again, Souls fans. I can't wait to see you in the next video. And until then, thank you again, and bye for now.